Coming in here on this Talk About It Tuesday, this fabulous Tuesday. As you can see, the sun is shining bright. I have something special that I want to share with you on this afternoon. I'm going to take. What if your pain wasn't punishment? Mm. What if your pain wasn't punishment, but preparation? The very thing that you barely survived, wasn't the thing to kill you. God has used me to make me a leader. The very thing that I thought would literally kill me, prepared me and catapulted me into my destiny. So, I know what it feels like to ask, why me? But let me help you shift your perspective today and ask you why not. I had to transform that message from why me to why not me, right? So I just didn't wake up confident on a sunny day, right? I just didn't start a business because it was cute and I didn't have nothing to do, but this came from pain. This came from survival. And when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I really thought my life was going to be over. I couldn't see my way out. I dived down into a deep hole of depression and of course, questioned everything. But you know what? It was just God starting, right? God starting and being a preacher's kid, pastor's kid. We come to lovingly and affectionately call God our Father. And, that's my heavenly dad. But, you know, I detoured throughout my life and I was running from my purpose and from my destiny. And what looked like a detour for me was actually my divine route. And just like Joseph in Genesis 50 verse 20, what the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around for my good. But I want to talk about Esther real quick. That girl went from being a nobody orphan to a queen. Okay. And that wasn't random. It wasn't the universe. Her pain, her identity, her silence, it all led up to her moment. And when her people were on the line, listen, her cousin said, girl, maybe you were made for such a time as this. And this is taken from the scripture, Esther 4, verse 14. Okay, that's the Kiri remix. But I believe that's exactly why God is whispering to some of us. Some of you women right now watching, your heartbreak didn't happen just to break you. That diagnosis didn't come just to scare you. That setback, it was setting the stage, honey. Your pain has been preparing you to lead. And now God is calling you to rise. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be fully ready, but you do have to be willing. That's one requirement that God asks us to do. Just be willing, right? And if you've been wondering, God, what do I do with all of this pain, this story, this gift that I don't know how to use? I want to personally invite you to partner with me because what we do here at Paparazzi is more than jewelry. It's deeper than fashion. This is ministry in motion. And I help women turn pain into platform. When I help women share their sparkle, we're sharing our sparkle even after the storm. So you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know it all. You just have to decide. So I want you to drop a diamond in the comments below if you're ready to turn your pain into purpose, or just say I'm ready, and I'll simply message you some information to learn a little bit more about you, and we can just start the conversation, the dialogue together right then and there. I want us to walk together purposefully and intentionally, Queen, because you just didn't survive. You were chosen to shine, and you were chosen for a time just like this. And I believe God is about to use us in our what happened season, right? And our what happened season to bless somebody else's in their next. So again, I ask you, what if your pain was preparing you to lead? What if it was never meant to break you, but to build your boldest self? You're not here by accident, darling. You've been called to rise. You've been called for purpose. And baby, it's time. I'm Kyrie Katz, and I'm living proof that when you decide, destiny follows. So let's rise together here and now.